I will begin by sharing a story with you today. I will never forget the moment when I witnessed a young girl's vibrant energy dim within an instant. On my way from JFK to Charlotte, I saw a girl about 8 or 9 years old, brimming with curiosity, engaging in banter with her mother, go dead silent when her mother's words cut through the hum of the waiting area. "Katie, just stop overthinking," said her mother, probably harsher than she had intended. Katie's face flushed red, and with unrehearsed tears trickling down her eyes, she instinctively looked around to see if anybody had noticed her embarrassment. And at that moment, in Katie's embarrassment, I saw a reflection of myself, an overthinker, often silenced by a world that values action over deep mental process, decisively labeling it as overthinking. But I'm excited to be here today in front of you to take you on a journey with me to find an alternate meaning behind the word overthinking. Together, we will reclaim the word overthinking and reveal its hidden power. Behind those racing thoughts, those endless loops of analysis, lie a wellspring of creativity, problem solving, and self-awareness that can change our lives and this planet. To reclaim the word overthinking, we need to challenge the societal bias that equates action with progress and overthinking with stagnation. This action bias, although well-intentioned in its origin, has now become an obsessive push for people to act first and worry about the consequences later. Time-tested philosophies, from Buddhism to Stoicism, all embrace the power in the art of overthinking. Let me ask you a question. Would the Buddha and the popular teachings of mindfulness and metacognition exist had the young Prince Siddhartha not been an overthinker of the causes of human suffering that eventually led him to nirvana? And would Stoicism have a worldwide impact had Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most known proponents, not been an overthinker of the vices and the virtues of life? Now I want to take you through 3 different beneficial styles of overthinking that I have been able to identify and cultivate in my life. Number 1, analytical overthinking. This is the realm of the problem solvers, the innovators, and the detectives, the Conan Doyles and the Elon Musks of the world. With analytical overthinking, we analyze challenges from every angle and then take inspired action to move humanity forward. Number 2, creative overthinking. This is the realm of those that create stories, weaving intricate patterns all within the boundless canvas of the mind. The J.K. Rowling and the Malcolm Gladwells of the world. Creative overthinking has allowed to bring some of my own best work to life, and I want to continue to cultivate the creative overthinker in me. Number 3, self-reflective overthinking. This is a path that led the young Prince Siddhartha to nirvana. This is my favorite style of overthinking. With self-reflective overthinking, we analyze our motivations, values, and beliefs, and make conscious choices that align with our true selves. Now, let's switch our vantage from philosophy and personal anecdote to science. Since 2001, a team of scientists at the Washington University in St. Louis, led by the now famous Dr. Marcus Reichel, while researching brain activity, unintentionally found the biological roots of overthinking. Just to put that into perspective, the only things that I have unintentionally found is a traffic ticket. Even my iPhone charger needs 5 minutes of intentional searching. Because of this research, we now know that within our brain is a network known as the default mode network, or DMN, that activates when we introspect, daydream, and let our minds wander. Since 2001, there's been a plethora of research done on the DMN, or the resting state of the brain. Some of the research studies, as recent as 2022, have suggested that there is a causal relationship between the DMN and creative thinking. However, there are also research studies that have shown a correlation between a dysregulated DMN and anxiety, depression, and negative thinking. Stated plainly, not all overthinking leads to deeper insights. However, to overcome the challenges of overthinking, we cannot go about suppressing our overthinking tendencies. That is not the answer. The answer to overcoming the challenges of overthinking instead lies in embracing the art of overthinking by infusing Zen-like intention and purpose to our thoughts. Before I leave here today, I want to leave you with 4 practical tips that will allow us to overcome some of the challenges associated with overthinking. Tip number 1, practice self-compassion. Remember, overthinking is not a flaw. Do not allow other people's negative beliefs about overthinking to be a reason to beat yourself up. Number 2, embrace mindful metacognition. When we realize that we are overthinking, we have the choice to watch our thoughts with curiosity and non-judgment, identifying those thoughts that serve us and those that can be gently redirected and dropped. With this technique, eventually we'll get to a space where we can entertain only those thoughts that serve our higher purpose. Tip number 3, question your thought process. Ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve with this thought process? What am I trying to achieve with this thought process? This questioning of our thought process allows us to focus our overthinking into productive outcomes and keeps our thoughts from spiraling out of control. Tip number 4, find a supportive community. Find a community of people that actively cherish your overthinking. Having a community of supportive people around us will also be beneficial when our overthinking leads to inspired action. And we need allies to bring it out to the world. The present is the seed of the future. I invite you to continue to cultivate the Zen in the art of overthinking and to nurture the seed that we have sown here today to help shape a marvelous new future. Together, let's witness our overthinking transform into a garden of innovation, creativity, and profound self-awareness. To all the overthinkers of the world, think on.